The only difference was, he made his money on his own, not from buying out Russian businesses. After failing at almost everything in life, including university and the military, Guzinski joined Gaidas, a theater school. To make money, he drove a taxi and traded on the black markets. In 1987, with just $1,000, he started the first approved women's clothing company, and from there he went nowhere but up. And then, thanks to his theater background, he turned his company into a media corporation called Media Most. He played his political cards right with Yeltsin, and after the president's re-election, he was rewarded the country's first private TV network, NTV. Guzinski has always been critical of Yeltsin's governments, but he knew when to suck up, and it served him well. As soon as he got his TV network, he went back to criticizing everything Yeltsin did. Being a weaker leader, Yeltsin did nothing to make him stop. But then Putin became president, and things started changing fast. Guzinski had been sympathizing with Putin's opposition, so one of Putin's first acts as president was to launch an investigation against Guzinski and put NTV back under government control. In June 2000, Guzinski was arrested on unrelated charges and jailed in the infamous Vysoka prison. This place is terrifying. The prison officers group prisoners in cells according to sickness. A cell for tuberculosis, a cell for AIDS, a cell for users of a specific drug. Guzinski definitely didn't fit in. He was just a regular businessman. He would have been eaten alive. After public outcry, he was released 3 days later into house arrest. 15 weeks later, he agreed to sell all his media assets for $300 million and left Russia forever. He wasn't going to risk another prison sentence. Not for all the freedom of speech in the world.
Verwaltungsrichtlinie damit jetzt keine Zertifizierung der Pipeline erfolgen kann. Und ohne diese Zertifizierung kann Nord Stream 2 gar nicht
Remember this guy, Arkady Rotenberg, Putin's old judo partner, who became the head of the biggest gas pipeline and electrical power construction company in Russia? Well, his construction company was responsible for building Nord Stream 2 pipeline, a pipeline that would carry natural gas from Russia to Germany. The pipeline alone cost $11 billion to construct, and even though it was completed in Thursday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Los Angeles Chargers. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They grew up together. This deal would have made Arkady insanely rich, even way richer than he is right now. Now come on, Putin must have known what would happen to Arkady's biggest moneymaker if he invaded Ukraine. But Putin invaded anyways, without a second thought as to how this would affect his childhood friend. Now Arkady stands to lose billions of dollars, and this really epitomizes the first
Austin Eckler. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really happy with how this one came out. If you're new here, we make documentaries just like this one on money, power, and crime. So if you like this one,
They're in a bit of a hole here with 1st and 20. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball A rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They'll give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Touchdown! Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Byron Pringle now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go Chargers. Hopefully my defense gives me 1 turnover. See what I can do with that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That was nice.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up
Get him.
24,
Yeah.
28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this run?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Yeah.
Now they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Charles, this defense going to have its hands full all game long. You'd have to figure, facing the man second in the NFL in passing yards. What's the course of action here defensively?
Well, we all know that every down seems to have equal importance. But for this game, they're putting it all on.
It's caught.
All I need is one mistake by him,
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Look, my guy did like a wrestling move and jumped on him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's get an interception. Interception or fumble. That's all I can ask
They'll
for.
run with Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And now whistles here. And
I'll take that.
Like
That'll give me
going a little early. Things made a little more difficult.
Maybe a little more momentum, or just stall his momentum.
On 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll not
a fumble. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the fuck?
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive.
Interception.
And it'll be intercepted.
Don't take it out of bounds. You should have stayed in the end zone. I don't control the defense. I'm just the quarterback.
5-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Will be a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Oh, I'm lucky that's not a fumble. That could have been a fumble.
Just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback,
That was scary.
a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And this is Cook with the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. As
Yeah, man, let everybody down.
To talk over what to do next. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken just outside.
That was my chance to take the fucking dominant lead at halftime.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
I don't throw it enough. I don't know. I think I ran it a little bit too much.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he's taken down, but
Yeah, he's got his super fast receivers. That's crazy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rotates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing, but it's incomplete.
I thought that maybe could have been a pick.
Giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Byron Pringle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
I don't know why he didn't go out of bounds. Dumbass. My guy, I mean, my receiver.
To go in the first half of play. One play has
You know we need the clock to stop. And still fucking. But I have no place going to the.
Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just
Thank God he went out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll look to throw again. Finds his man complete. That's Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The red zone now. They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I had him open too, but probably should have dropped back a little bit more, but I don't know if it would have messed with my timing.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This one fielded at the 5.
Fumble.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we sit here at our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense.
Come on, defense.
To begin this drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half? And now a fumble. The ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing.
There we go.
Good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at half.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Oh, they're fucking with my emotions, dude.
And the
That
question,
sucks.
was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot
That
of factors
sucks.
here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
They're all happy.
This is a tough one to overturn.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line
Thank God.
judge. The throw
Get to the
took it
quarterback,
too
man.
far at second down.
Debola, watch out, Debola. Watch out.
And second and
Throw
10.
it,
They'll look to
X,
throw
man.
again. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be
I'm pretty sure you
taken
can hear
down
me.
across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Debola, throw interception, fumble, Fumbleowski,
Throw here on first down.
fumble.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21.
Stop him.
To throw.
Come on, D.
Rolling to
Somebody.
his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Damn it. I should have scored the last drive, man. That sucks.
One-dimensional. I think you did.
Yeah, I should just relax. I just got to score on my end. That's it.
Is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Back to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. A sack there by Trent Murphy.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so
Yeah, I don't think you can force it. I don't think, unless his team, unless his coach actually wants to go for it on fourth down. But I think he's gonna have to field goal it. Unless he's actually picking a play. Oh shit!
Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done,
It was hard running the ball right here.
this lead. This is certainly
I don't even want to do that play. Last time I did that play,
limited scoring opportunities
I
for
fucking
both
gave up a
sides.
lot.
And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That's ugly,
That
man.
helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
I just had to buckle down and do what I usually do, like, and just not doubt myself. Just have confidence in myself.
And finds weak spots in order to get open.
Running on first down, Eckler runs through the contact. And he'll be
I thought he was actually getting the first down, but Eckler.
The tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
2nd and 5. This is swung out to Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes
that
left.
sucks. I wanted to go for it. Why is he punting it? What the fuck?
The team is on as this is sent away.
This is some bullshit. Why is he punting it? I do not want to punt it, man. It sucks. You would have thought they would have gone for it 4th and inches.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He's going to go for a 4th, so I know that. Stop the crossing patterns.
Back to throw.
Are you kidding me? He's right there, bro.
And he's taken down, but able to slip.
So lucky he didn't get sacked.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in
I'm gonna lose
to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill.
Come on, get a pick, guys.
Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Come on, guys.
As the clock will stop.
That sucks. I ruined it. I lost my. I lost this game, man. It sucks. It's disappointing.
They'll look to throw.
Just stop. Just stop.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Okay, so if he, yeah, they're not gonna let him go for it. They're not gonna let him go for it. They're not gonna let you go for it. That's awesome.
Kick is right there. It's good. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game.
Oh, why are you running it out? Now you're running the clock out.
Opportunity in the entire contest, but he's able to
Fuck it.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
How does he win the coin toss? This is my home. What the fuck?
Touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team
that sucks. That's man.
Fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become
fumble, please.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it?
Holding. Yes, sir. This is what I needed. This is what I needed.
Their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot.
Don't let him run out of the pocket.
The next play. Now, we had a
yes, I need this. I need this.
Big one downfield, but came up empty.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now back to throw.
Please.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Eckler, they run left side.
Come on, Eckler, like you literally run into the fucking
2 yards.
Like that's what discourages me. To like I shouldn't.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
It's discouraging, you know, giving it to him when he does stupid shit like that.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On the give, this is Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the
I think it's over now. I just gotta.
I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that
he still has timeouts.
hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 6 yards left on 2nd down. The handoff, it's Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
I should get the field goal, huh? Well, you know what?
Now the timeout comes here in the waning
Should've
seconds
called
of
him out
this
earlier.
overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short.
Call
of the goal
timeout
line as he'll
right
get a
here.
yard down to about the 1. Now the timeout comes
Ooh,
here.
that was scary. It wasn't calling a timeout.
As we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
What the fuck? Why isn't it giving me a kick?
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. And he got it.
Yeah. Yeah, Chargers. Chargers. Oh, Daddy. Daddy.
As their guys have pulled it out of the end.
Yes, sir.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
Yeah, it was crazy, bro. I had to fucking just let my defense do its thing, I guess, and
Look, I mean, they were serving the good
got a lot of
stuff.
breaks, but then like got a lot of fuck ups too. I mean, somehow, some way, I got myself out of them, you know.
Always a pleasure to work with you.
Los Angeles Chargers, baby.
So for the Chargers, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they moved to 9-5 with the win.
9-5. Now I'm in the playoffs. I was in the playoffs before, but you don't want to fucking. And I could have gotten easily been fucking 8-6, and I would have been out, or not out, but because I'm not the division leader, you know. He's a division leader. Steve Ballmer is. Man, I didn't throw for that many yards, but I was like conservative with the ball. I took care of the ball. Had no turnovers. because I was conservative, I didn't have any turnovers, and I think gave me the shot. I mean, I could have scored more, but man, I'm not as good as I thought I was. Or I'm not that good anyway to start with, so. Nice, just fucking snuck away with that win. That was cool. That was nice. That was a tough win. Like where that was entertaining watching my defense do its thing, where it was almost like the bend but don't break, where they gave up a chunk of plays, but once they got into the red zone, they closed it down and made things difficult for them. And that was cool. That was cool to see. You know what I mean? Like had nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? All I had to do was get first down. What I had to do was just get first downs and run, keep the clock going. Get first downs. I couldn't think about getting a touchdown because if I did, man, you're likely to throw a fucking interception. But see, they run shotgun offenses, which is like I do too, but they do like heavy where they have everybody doing crossing patterns. I mean, it works, but I'm scared doing that shit. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna log off. I'll get on later if I have another game. Well, for some 2K or for UFC or something. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.